What's going on, everybody? Art Eddy here for another Geek Show. With me is my homie, my hot tub time machine companion, Patrick Quinn. What's up?
I was hoping you're going to call me a time bandit, but what's going on, amigo? How's it going?
Oh, spoiler. Okay, I'm not going to go anything, but like you saw it though, huh?
So what?
Okay, exactly. We'll talk about it later. Anyway,
Was this an Endgame thing? Because I've not seen it. So do not.
Okay.
That was just talking about the old movie Time Bandits.
yes. All right, time bet. No, totally different. Totally. Don't worry. Anyways, do your thing before we start talking about the topic, man.
Yes, my thing and everybody else's thing. If you're watching, let us know where you're watching from. We love finding out where our friends are from, especially if they're from outside of the United States. Throw it down in the comments. If you're inside of the United States, throw it in the comments anyway, because we want to find regional friends also. So let us know where you're watching from. What country, what state, what region, what area. Our boy Kelly is on, and I already see him right down there. Already throwing out comments. What's up, Kelly? Time travel is excellent.
Thanks for joining the show as always, man. We got a couple people watching. The whole idea of this I guess, topic is time travel. You can only go in the past or the future. You can't be going back to the future style. And so where would you guys go? Like, Patrick, let me ask you this while I start inviting other people in different groups.
Let's get going.
For you, man, past or future, and why?
It's such a hard choice, honestly, because like, you know, you get into all the things. Like, I would love to go into the past just to explore and like be like the person who knows all of the things back in the day, and to see things that like we know have happened, and to experience things the way people did back then. But I also don't want to like die of the plague. And I also, I also don't want to live in like, completely crazy times where like, racial segregation and everything was just completely rampant. But I would think I would pick the past no matter what. The future would be awesome, but I feel like I'd be traveling into the unknown. Whereas in the past, at least I'm a little prepared, and it could be interesting. How about you? What do you got going on for this?
Yeah, I mean, it's always like the devil you know is better than the devil you don't know, right?
Yeah, right.
So, but like, there's so many different things from the past where I'm like, I want to know what happens in the future. I want to know, like, are there finally flying like DeLoreans, or do we actually create a lightsaber?
Better be.
Do we, what is the? I don't know. I'm gonna say the future. I'm gonna roll the dice and go with it, and then also too because here's like, I guess we're making these rules up as we go. But would you? Okay, so present day you, 2019, Patrick goes to the past. Do you have your cell phone?
Well, even if I did, I'd have no network. I wouldn't be able to call people. I'd be able to take pictures, and I would be the freaking man being like, check out this selfie. What? That would be awesome until the battery ran out.
Depending on what time era, they might think you're a witch and burn you.
That's true. You might go into the future and then be like, hey, what's up, everybody? And then just be imprisoned by monkeys and turned into a slave. So a la Planet of the Apes.
Damn, so what? Dirty apes.
You blow it up.
All right, so let's see what our good friends are all over the world saying. All right, so we got people. We got Neil Johnson in your neck of the woods, Austin, Texas, in the house.
Neil, let's go out and get a drink, buddy. I'm North Austin, but I work downtown, so let's link up anytime you want, man.
We got Kelly Clark coming in for Gene today. Always checking out the show. We appreciate that. We got Brent and Crystal saying hello. Eugene is going with me, saying the future.
Eugene, you guys are doomed.
We got Brent and Crystal saying the future. Hello from Turlock, California. Ooh, check this out. This is pretty good. Well, Dave says this. Oh man, this is getting to some serious stuff right here.
This is gonna get heavy today. I feel it.
One day after my death. Is that why you're drinking? What are you drinking, by the way?
I'm drinking some wine. Not 19 Crimes wine from Australia.
Nice.
Yes.
All right. Sweet.
What do you got?
I had some lemonade. With nothing in it, unfortunately. That would be creepy as hell, though, right? You read your obituary, like, all right, I died of this. And then would you cease to exist because you know what's happening?
Right? I don't. What about the whole thing? But if I go in the past, what about the stepping on the butterfly thing? You know, what if I go in the past and then all of a sudden that very second there is no more Art Eddy, and then everyone would be sad? Well, they wouldn't be because no one would ever know because you would have not existed.
But Art Eddy would be able to give things away like Lego 2, Lego Movie 2, right? So if you guys have a good answer, we'll probably towards the end award this prize as well. Lego 2, thanks again to the people for giving this movie over at Warner Brothers Entertainment. The DVD comes out next week, I believe. So thanks to our friends over at Warner Brothers for hooking us up with Lego 2 movie. You can get it on digital right now. But all right, let's go.
Yeah, well, speaking of digital, the unfortunate thing is they're going to win that copy, and you're just going to give me the digital code, and I'll claim it before they do. So perfect. So I feel like this is a win-win here.
Did you just go back for were you in the future and you knew what happened? What's going on here?
I timed it out, you know.
We got Richie saying actually Enrico saying hello from PA. We have John Tindler saying past and find Bill Gates.
Find him to do what? Like to invest with him? Or are we going to just stop Windows from ever happening?
Windows 10. That's what you stop. Do not
gotta stop that. Good.
Man, the future would be an awesome choice. Could you imagine hanging out on Mars or something? Or you see Idiocracy actually happens? Nice. Neil saying future all the way. Christopher saying past. I would want to witness some of the history's most important events and maybe solve some of the history's most notorious crimes and mysteries. Nice. It's like Quantum Leap in the house right here, right?
Seriously. Yeah.
We got Scott saying Stewart for sure. And then Stephanie says pass. Go ahead. What's up, man? I
was going to say, I would love some kind of scenario where you can go in the past, kind of like Westworld, where you do something, but you're not actually affecting the future. Or if there was if you can guarantee that you're going into some other timeline that you were supposed to be in that past and not just completely mess up the future. Because I would go back and I would F stuff up for everybody else. Because I'd be like, hell yeah, I know how to do everything. Come on, let me show. And then I would realize that I don't know how to do anything. Because everybody would be like, I'd be like, there's electricity. And they'd be like, can you make this electricity? I'd be like, no. I'd be useless.
Do you have a kite, a thunderstorm, and a key? That's all
right?
I need.
Exactly. Yeah. I'd have so many theories, but no way of actually being able to make any of it happen.
Nice. Brendan Crystal says 10 years into the future. Michael Kirby says, if I go back in time and steal the coding for Facebook and rename it Twitter Pated. I think Michael's in the running for it. As Terminator 2 taught us, the future is not set, so who knows what the future you'd see in the future you'll experience. Okay, now I'm cross-eyed. What just happened?
All right, here's a good question that somebody else, since they just said they'd go 10 years into the future. If you were going to the future, Art, how far would you go? Would you go 10,000 years where humanity has evolved into entirely other species and stuff like that? Or maybe not 10,000, let's say 100,000 years. Or how far would you go? Would you just go to 2040.
That's a good call. Selfishly, I'd probably go back to the 80s and go into the cereal aisle and buy all of the cereals that I love that they don't make anymore. And it'd be not noble. Here's the thing. To go on some serious but real note, Stephanie goes, pass. I would go back and save my brother's life. I mean, that's legit.
Oh,
that's fantastic. That's one of the best answers, right? And
seriously.
So me, before even seeing this, I would say I want to go back to the 80s to get Mr. T cereal and C-3POs and all that stuff. And
so noble.
It's not just as noble. So Stephanie, thanks for kind of showing why people go back in the past. And then Kelly goes, I don't know, the past would be neat, but I would think that we'd miss little things and realize how crappy the hard times the nation was. Yeah, I'm not going back to see Socrates, okay? I'm not going back that far. I really don't want to go. I mean, maybe to see. I mean, also too, I know you and I just kind of setting up the rules, but some people are saying go in the past and solve this and do this, but can you only go to the place once? Would that be it for you? You can only go to one place, or are we saying you can keep on going to the past no matter what?
That's true. You got this idea that you're going to be able to go in the past and then just travel like you do now. You basically, let's just say I went back to the past in New York City, 1803. It would take me 6 years to get to California at that point. And then it's all right, I don't really get to experience a lot, but I would get to experience New York then and probably get, I don't know, stabbed by some of them dirty Irish immigrants. I only say it because I'm Irish.
I love it. Who else we got? We got Bobby checking in from Northeast Mississippi. Thanks for checking that out. We got Harold clinking some beers to everybody. What up, man? Cheers. Enjoy the show. Heck yeah, bro, but Cedar Park area. Neil Johnson, I guess he's talking about Austin.
Neil, we are going to meet up at Mooney's Burgers one of these days. I am so North Austin that when I go for runs in the morning, I run into Cedar Park. So, Neil, just hit me up on Facebook after this, or Patrick at lifeofdad.com. We're going to meet up. That's awesome. He's like my neighbor.
Michael Kilby goes, I go back in time and swap your lemonade for Jack Daniels. Oh, well done,
That's
sir.
the answer
Well
so far, I think. I had a good question or a good idea, and I don't remember what it is now. Okay, let's keep going.
They're like, what time travel to give us to give you a beer? Thanks. Everyone's like getting my back. I love this. Robert says pass to watch my son being born again. That's great.
That's awesome.
Okay, here we go. So Augustine goes, if you go back in the past, your kids would cease to exist because there's no way you could have sex in that exact moment your child was conceived. So if it doesn't bother you or you have kids, then go back into the past. Okay. Are you frozen now?
You have done that's too many rules, you know? Like, yeah, if you go back, you might mess that up and then not be able to. Yeah. There's just too much to think
present,
about.
The past becomes your present. Hey, look at this guy. Like Conrad's saying, it wouldn't change the present because the past becomes your present. Like, wait, what?
Conrad, damn it! Stop making
my past before I hit high school. Okay, so there's like Patty's saying like that. Like, think about the knowledge. Well, you'd have the knowledge, right? If you were back in the past in high school, like you'd be like, hey, younger me. Check this out, man. You're doing high school all wrong, right?
Right? Or were you? I mean, you're in a pretty good spot right now, you know? Like what would you change? You know?
True. Yeah, because then because maybe like for me, I wasn't even thinking like the only time I was thinking like meeting, I probably wouldn't even meet me. I would just go to I'd just be hanging out at a grocery store, like waiting for cereal to keep on coming in. That's all I would be doing. I wouldn't like try
all about the cereal, obviously.
It's all about seriously cereal, man. I'm gonna start a podcast called Seriously Cereal and just talk
cereal,
about how.
And then you buy some Jolt Cola and you'd be all set.
Listen, I don't care about cola. I just want cereal because I feel like nowadays, this is my cereal tangent. All right, I feel like nowadays, there's like the Sour Patch Kid cereal. There's like the donut cereal. There's all of these cereals that are trying. Like there's a Pop-Tart cereal now. It's like Pop-Tarts are good as they are. You don't need to make them in cereal form. Like chill out, right? So like back then they like awesome ideas for cereal, but they didn't get too out of the box. You know, they kept the cereal in the box, which is supposed to be. And I just felt like nowadays, like cereal, like get off my lawn. I want like some old school like sugar cereal, but like not the way it's happening now. So,
all right, have you had vanilla almond cluster cereal from Trader Joe's?
I haven't had that, but I've had something similar.
No.
Okay. Yes. How do you know? In the past or in the future? We're not talking about the present. We're talking the past or the future. He just left. He just got up and left. I guess I just ticked him off. He just got up and left. Did you
that was a
leave?
quick return. I didn't touch anything. I thought you left. All of a sudden, everything was gone. And I don't know why.
All right.
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back. You're
All
back.
right, good. All right.
Let's see. What else?
What else do we have? We've got people going on here.
The past, been there, done that. Bring on the future. Past to go meet Babe Ruth and Jackie Robinson. Nice, like that. No need to go to the past or future. Enjoying the present. There you go. Did anyone ever accidentally astral dream because you can really time travel anyway? The purpose says that's happened before. I went to space, Egypt. You can travel in the speed of light. Look at that.
Excellent. You want to know my favorite? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
My thing's long. Go ahead.
We have an actual date, 1920. Someone actually want to go back to 1920.
Dang. Mike, we want to find out why you want to go back to 1920. All right. My favorite time travel. What?
He's just saying wrong jersey. You should be wearing a Bucks jersey. No, this is a David Robinson All-Star jersey from 1990. So sorry. See,
Nice.
I'm old school. I'm retro. Cereal and jerseys. Go ahead.
Perfect. My favorite time travel story does not have to do with actual time travel, but in somebody's head, he time traveled. Is that we were in New Orleans and David Guest was out with us. He's one of the co-founders of Life of Dad. He got so smashed one night, woke up and we had to wake him up in the hotel room, bring him to the airport. He was awake and going, and we got him onto the plane, but he was like completely like done. Gets on the plane, wherever we all go and fly in our separate directions. He tells us later on, he's like, guys, my last memory was I'm on Bourbon Street in New Orleans. He's like, then I'm waking up at LAX. He's like, it was like freaking time travel. He's like, I don't remember waking up at the hotel. I don't remember going to the airport. I don't remember getting on an airplane. I don't remember a 4.5-hour flight. He's like, I just all of a sudden, poof, I'm in California, and it's a day later. So amazing. So that's a time travel story for you. You have enough wine, you have enough whiskey, you can time travel too.
Or you can time travel by you can go back in time a day if you live in Australia. If you were hanging out in Australia and come back to the States,
right? Yeah, Australia. Don't tell us what happens.
I've always my wife was there for one day for a business. Not one day. My wife was there for a week for like a business trip, and I was like, "Hey, what are the lottery numbers?" Every day she's like, "Yeah, it's getting old." I'm like, "No, it's not."
No, it's not. This will continue.
Oh,
forever.
Sweet Kelly. Okay, yes. My man Kelly, he said I'd buy some Ecto Cooler and have a bowl of C3POs. Yes. See,
so good.
Pass. Not to buy all those Twinkies. Nice, Harold.
I remember a cereal called Orange-O's. Do you remember them?
Yep. Yes.
And it had like a real old West theme song, like Orange-O's. It was like Canyonero from The Simpsons, but with orange balls of orange sugar.
John goes 12 days into the future, 15 tops. I'm not greedy.
15 times?
No, 15 tops, like 12 days into the future or 15 days tops. I'm not
nice.
I'd go back by Apple, Google, and Amazon stock. Nice.
Awesome.
Okay, we got some more. 1994. Wait, what if you go back to the singing of the Titanic and bring that wench over and let Jack stay on the door?
I'll never let you go, Jack. Immediately lets him go. What the fuck? I mean, what the heck? Art, you really got to control your language sometimes, man.
Yeah, right. Seriously.
God.
Says, I travel and punch in the face those who spoiled Endgame for me, so it didn't happen. Oh. Not cool.
Did you see the post I put on Facebook of that my daughter asked?
Yes.
My daughter asked, just for anybody who didn't see my Facebook post, my daughter asked if she can stay home from school because kids at her school were trying to ruin the ending of Endgame to her. That's just sad. So if you're a parent, please teach your kids right. Make sure that they know. Do not do that. Don't be that kid.
No spoilers at all. Yvonne says, my husband said he'd go back and buy all the newspapers from every day and to have the lottery numbers and what companies to invest in all the politics. He's smart. That's why I married him. Nice.
Awesome.
Jake says, I would love to witness the signing of Declaration of Independence. That would be cool too, because you would kind of wonder like, hey, we made this. All right, sweet. Let's get drunk. Like, those guys are getting drunk after that, right?
Oh yeah, they're drinking some mead and shit and stuff. But you go back there and then you're like, awesome, I'm going to meet these guys. It's going to be awesome. And you go in there and everybody smells awful because nobody has taken a shower in 3 weeks because they do it monthly. And then you're like, oh, God, where do I go to the bathroom? Gross. What am I wiping with? Grosser. What?
Oh, it's awesome. Kelly, you are seriously saying all the lines. You're just feeding me. I love this, man. I'd go back and make real good friends with Michael Jordan. Nice.
Awesome.
These are great, guys. A lot of comments coming in. A lot of great things. All right, so future, past. You say past, I say future. We'll meet in the middle. We'll stay in the present. We'll see you guys next week, next Wednesday. Same bad time, same bad channel as always. Thanks for checking out the show, and we'll see y'all later. Peace.